สวัสดีครับ Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is เอกราช สมบัติสวัสดิ์ I am a lecturer in the occupational health and safety program at Faculty of Public Health, Thammasat University. And today I am very glad to be here, and I would like to share my knowledge from the study in the title Evaluating the Potential of the Smartphone Sound Level Meter Application, a preliminary study in มิตรภาพมวกเหล็ก สระบุรี province. So nowadays we are knowing the industry in Thailand is growing, expanding with the extent the area to nearby the community, and the community will export a lot of noise. For example, at Salaburi, they export the noise from the traffic, a lot of cars that drive through the province, and especially in the industrial sector, they also have the mining, the cement mining in the Salaburi, and they have a lot of activity, including the mountain bomb, the transportation. So they produce a lot of noise at the area. And once the noise pollution is a significant issue that the people really concerned. So that's why our study will focus on the community noise assessment. So the health impact from the noise, when we export, like the chronic exposure to the noise, it can be resulting in stress, sleep quality, cardiovascular problem, cognitive impairment, especially in the children who are living around there, the elderly, and the bedridden patient. So according to the issue that I have mentioned, the public concern, the community complain a lot of noise, that they might export a lot of noise around the community, and they need some tool or some equipment to measure by themselves. So from the Department of the Pollutant Control, they also provide the guideline for the environmental measurement. But if you see on up there, they show about the equipment. It is the standard sound level meter with the tripod. And the technique, you all the students and you are familiar with the occupational health and safety, you might know that this one is quite like really difficult, really detailed to use about the sound level meter, right? And when we would recommend this one to the community, they might don't want to do it because it's really hard for them. So for the as I mentioned, so this bring up to the gap of the study. So the price of the sound level meter is quite expensive, and the training is needed. So after I have literature reviews, I found a lot of application for sound level meter. You can go and download now. Because this one is produced by National Institute Occupational Safety and Health state. So they produce and they develop as a research. They do an experiment in the laboratory. It's called NIARCH SLM. They use, if you see on that one, that picture, you might see the microphone, the external microphone with the windscreen, same as the standard one. And another one is the mobile application is the Decibel X and sound meter. You can download and measure my noise. Is it annoy your emotion or not now? Or you can use with your couple, your friends, and at home or something like that. So for this one, the application is quite reliable and valuable for the research. So, and that's why I bring it up in the one equipment to my study. So for the research, they compare the mobile application, NIOSH, SLM, Decibel X, and the sound meter. And they found that the difference in sound measurement among three mobile applications were not significant difference. So this one, I will bring it to taste in the study. It's come up with the study objective. This study aimed to evaluate the accuracy of the smartphone application when compared to the standard one, the traditional sound level meter, to see the validity and feasibility. So if you see on this one, the methodology of the study is a comparative approach. The first one, I will select the standard measurement. The professional one is No 1440 sound level meter as a baseline of accuracy. Compared to the smartphone application, those of three applications, NIOSH, SML, Decibel X, sound meter with the tripod. And the previous study, they control about the brand and about the model of the smartphone. They just select only iPhone. Yes, and they select just only iPhone 7. But in this study, I just really went to the community. They might have the iPhone. They might have like the Android, many brands of Android. So that's why this study also include quality of the brand and the models. So the criteria of this study, we use the various smartphones to find the accuracy and validity of the mobile application. And another one, we use the criteria from the World Health Organization to set about the time measurement. This study just measure only 15 minutes with the criteria at 100 decibel A. For the technique, we just use the technique from the pollutant control department. So the application on a mobile need to height around 1.2 to 1.5 meters and far away from the house around 3.5 meters as well. So after we set this one, we will go to the field and see the geographical of the study. So according to the graphic, if you see on that one, so it includes three areas. The first one, the second one, and the third one are complaints from the community population because these villages, they live around the activity of the factory. They might export a lot of noise. And then in each village, I measure for 3 points with 4 samples. Therefore, the total number of the sample size was 32 samples. And after that, I try to make a simple formula for the people in the community they can calculate by themselves. I use the mean difference of the standard SML to find just only the difference between standard one and the mobile application. So this is the result after I measure in the field. If you see on the graph, you might see the first, the dark blue is show the minimum of the value. For the light blue is the maximum of the value. For the first two tank is show the result from the standard SLM, and another three kind is show the result from the mobile application. So you might see the line, the red line is show. I try to compare for the result from the mobile application with the standard one. You see that the mobile application, the result is higher than the standard one when we compare. So what happened? What does it mean? So I try to use the statistic to analyze and try to find the difference between the standard one and the application, and I found that the result not significant difference. So even you see the average of the value in each one. So it's kind of different, but it's not not statistical difference. So, and I use the formulation to calculate, and I found that if you use the NIOSH SLM, you have to minus around 6.29. If you use a decibel X, you have to minus the result at 4.3. And the last one, the sound meter, if you use this one, you might minus 3.38 decibel A. To make it similar, comparative with the standard dice. So this is an easy one that I try to do a preliminary study before I start a new project. So I found that this one is really easy to access for the people in the community. Everybody nowadays, they use the smartphone, even they use not just only iOS, they also use Android as well, and they can download 3 of those mobile applications. So, and after they access the application, is valuable. They can use as a screening surveillance by themselves. When we're feeling that the noise is so annoying or the noise is so impactful for the health, they might use this application to measure and screening before they ask to the government or the industrial sector to come and measure by using the standardized. And this one is really the impact. Because our public health, we are really concerned about the prevention, right? And in this case, also have the limitation as well. So because of the variability across of the smartphone band, so it make the value is quite, the finding is quite variety of the result. And the length of the external calibration microphone. If you see the picture, the standard one, they also have the microphone and the windscreen, right? But in our smartphone, I didn't use it because according to my objective, I would like to apply this one to the community because they didn't have enough money to buy the external microphone. It's around 100 US dollars or around 3,000 baht. So, and the last one, the sample size is quite small, so it cannot generalize for the people. So, and the smartphone, I think this one is really important to the people that they can use. And this one, this is only first phase. So, and now I am doing the second phase to make more validity and reliability. So if you're interested, you can download and learn more information from my study, even contact me or see many publications online. Okay, this is all for my study and all the information for me. Thank you for your attention. ขอบคุณครับ